You're listening to Independent TV 7. Kindly click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Independent TV 7. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get more notification. Thanks for watching. Southeast governors and leaders are ready for dialogue over KANU's case, says Ohaneze. The Apex Igbo Sociocultural Organization Ohaneze Ndigbo worldwide on Monday declared that governors in this region and National Assembly caucus and all the Igbo leaders are ready for meaningful dialogue with the federal government on a plethora of challenges facing the Igbo nation and Nigeria. It also called on President Muhammadu Buhari to ensure that its son and leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi, is produced in court on Thursday, October 21, 2021. That is coming from Ohaneze Ndigbo, representing KANU, and telling the government or the federal government that they must produce Nnamdi come 2021. Well, according to them, they say that there's going to be a meaningful dialogue with the federal government on a plethora of challenges facing the Igbo nation and Nigeria as a whole. Well, it insisted that the agitation and youth restiveness in the southeast was simply a reaction or an effect or the consequences of an orchestrated alienation by the federal government over the years. The group added that until some of the issues of obvious injustice against the Igbo were seen to have been addressed, the chains of catastrophe that threaten the corporate existence of Nigeria might continue to be inevitable. According to the group, it is extremely difficult to have peace amidst injustice. Ohaneze calls came as streets in southeast once again returned as ghost towns, with residents staying indoors in continuation of the Monday's sit-at-home order by the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Ohaneze also emphasized that we need not look elsewhere to know that IPOB is simply an exponent of Igbo collective sentiments and predicaments in her tumultuous journey and an quantifiable sacrifice for one Nigeria. In a statement by the spokesman of the organization, Chidozie Alex Ogbuna, on Monday, Ohaneze Ndigbo Worldwide said it considered the use of dialogue and political solution as the only workable option open to the presidency, and indeed all men and women of goodwill that desire peace and sustainability are also growth for Nigeria. The statement reminded President Buhari that his administration and his predecessors had adopted the use of dialogue in trying to resolve the issue of herdsmen, Boko Haram, and Niger Delta youth relativeness. Ohaneze recalls with consternation that on May 2nd, 2019, a federal government delegation led by the Minister of Interior, Abdul Rahman Dambazau, held a meeting with national leaders of Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, MAGBAN, as part of steps to address the country's security challenges. The meeting was hosted by the governor of Kebbi State, Alhaji Atiku Bagudu. In attendance was the then acting Inspector General of Police, Alhaji Muhammad Adamu. During the time of President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, the Niger Delta was at the peak of youth restiveness, and Yar'Adua opened a channel for dialogue, and the matter was over. President Goodluck Jonathan, during his incumbency, had set up a committee commonly referred to as the Presidential Committee on Dialogue with Boko Haram, an initiative which has been sustained by President Buhari administration. As at today, governors in the north have openly demonstrated their desire for dialogue with dreaded groups terrorizing their regions. Videos clips abound. Based on the foregoing, the Ohaneze structures, including the Council of Elders, Council of Traditional Rulers, the Igbo governors, Igbo NAS members, government officials, archbishops and the clergy, stakeholders, youth and women wings, town union, etc. are ready for a meaningful dialogue with the federal government of Nigeria on a plethora of challenges facing the Igbo nation and Nigeria. Our core objective is a sense of belonging in a country accord on equity, justice, and fairness. Our next Ndigbo worldwide enunciates that the guardrail of democracy is anchored on toleration, forbearance, and a dialogue. Good governance is merely an outcome based on the application of the democratic norms and values, and not until the right thing is done and seen to have been done. Nigeria will most likely continue in its downward spiral. The statement reads that is what is coming to us. Yeah, why calling on President Muhammadu Buhari to ensure that our son Nnamdi KANU is produced in court on Thursday, October 21st, 2021. Ohaneze said this is necessary to prove to the global community that Nnamdi KANU is not only ill and healthy, but that shady judicial process is not contemplated while on trial. The statement also reiterated its call on the presidency to consider dialogue as a panacea for peace, insisting that the jackboot approach to the IPOP uprising would rather aggravate the precarious situations. It noted that military and violent means to solve the national question are bound to fail as it leads to further national fractionalization, anarchy, and eventual or inevitable disintegration, as in all empires or multinational states or countries. Yes, it seems a dialogue would be the best option, but as it is, if eventually Nnamdi KANU is being produced in court, let's see how it goes. If like Ohaneze has said now, they said while calling on President Buhari to ensure that our son Nnamdi KANU is produced in court on Thursday. Ohaneze also said this is necessary to prove to the global community that Nnamdi KANU is not only ill and healthy, but that shady judicial process is not contemplated while on trial. Well, the shady judicial system, because I believe Nigeria system or shady system is what is the problem, because when court gives order, the DSS gives their own order, or rather the DSS disobey the court ruling or the court order, which is not so advisable. And in international community, how do they see us? How do they see Nigeria? How do they see our judicial system? How do they see our police force or military force? How do they see these crazy challenges we are facing? They will just keep laughing at Nigerians or Nigeria as a whole. Well, they always blame Buhari for everything because he's the president. He was the one who promised heaven and earth, or heaven on earth, while he was not able to even put in order his own domestic house or home. I don't know how Buhari wants to achieve all this within the space of 2 years. To security challenges facing the country. How does he want to pay the debt, and how would everybody unite? Because he says one Nigeria is unnegotiable, or whichever, I don't know. And now, as it is, we are not one Nigeria, because the sentiment is the order of the day in this Buhari administration, and lawlessness, from the side of the leaders, and that is what it is. Well, I hope we present Nnamdi KANU in court come 21st of October.